So you have bought into Cyberpunk 2077, and after watching many trailers and also gameplay videos, you really want to buy into some of the cyberware that has been shown. Unfortunately for you, when you do first start the game and start ranking up and actually finally get to Night City after completing the introduction, you do not have enough street cred to actually buy into any of this cyberware. You might have the money, but if you don't actually have the money, then please go and check out our previous video. But unfortunately, you can't buy into the good cyberware because you need to rank up. And we're not also talking about just a couple ranks here. Once you do complete the introduction and you do get within Night City, your street cred is very, very low. We're talking less than a couple ranks here, and you would need to get that rank all the way up to rank 20 for you to actually be able to buy into the cool cyberware. Otherwise, you don't really get to use too much of it. So in this video, I will show you exactly how to get your street cred up. But before I do get into the video, if you do want to talk more Cyberpunk or just watch me streaming this game live, then there will be a link in the description down below which will take you over to the Twitch channel. Head over to there, drop a follow, and you'll be notified the next time I go live. So getting back into the video, there are two XP systems within Cyberpunk 2077. You have your overall rank and you also have your street cred. Street cred is how you are perceived within the world of Cyberpunk. And it is important because if you have not got a high perceived value within the world, people won't see you as highly. So this means you will not have access to certain vendors. And for some vendors you'll have access to, but they won't allow you to have access to all of their items. In other cases, fixers won't give certain jobs to you, and also the people you're talking to in main missions won't actually value your opinion as highly. So if you want to have access to all the different weapons, all the different cyberware, all the items of clothing, to be seen by fixers as someone that's going to complete a job to a high standard, and when you are going through main missions, you'll have more dialogue options because you are perceived in being important, then you need to get this street cred up. Now, before Cyberpunk 2077 was released, we were told that you can only get XP for your overall rank through main missions, and you can only get street cred XP from doing side missions. This is actually not true. You can still get street cred by going through main missions, but you do get a lot less. Main missions can be very lengthy once you get into the game. You'll be given a task, and once you complete that task, you're immediately given another task within that same mission. And this goes on for quite a few times until you do finally complete the mission. Now, as you progress through the main missions, the street cred as well as the other rewards that you can get do slowly increase. But there's emphasis on slowly. I have completed the introduction, I have gone through quite a few missions within Westbrook and also Watson, now moving down to Santo Domingo, going all the way out to the Badlands after selecting the Street Kid life path, and I'm only getting around about 500 street cred for completing the missions. And these missions can take me a very long time because I'm taking my time with them. I complete every single optional task, I'm going through as many different dialogue options as possible, I'm looting every single room and every single enemy I kill. So main missions are taking me around 30, 40, some even going as long as 50 minutes just to complete them. And at the end of it, I'm getting around 500 street cred. So this can take a very, very long time, and if I was to be grinding street cred, it is not worth it. What's a lot better is the side missions and activities. And this is the other way to get street cred within Cyberpunk 2077. Go through missions such as Gun for Hire, Search and Recover, Thievery, Agent Saboteur, SOS Merc needed, Convoy, NCPD scanners, Assault in Progress, Suspected Organized Crime Activity, Reported Crime, and the list will just carry on going on. These are very easy side missions and they can give you very good XP. There are some such as the police scanners where once you go into it does only take a couple minutes to complete, and you will only get a couple hundred street cred XP. The other ones that I've gone through within Westbrook and Watson can give round about 500 street cred XP, some even going as far as 1000 XP. But the true selling point with these side missions is that they are so much quicker. Some of these can be completed in minutes. Gun for Hire is just about killing someone. And in most cases, you don't have to take out a whole gang. Most of the time, there's only one person and a target is being protected by two other people. This is very easy XP because all you need to do is kill the person that you're targeted to kill, and if you really want to, you can go and kill the other two. Very, very simple stuff. And you can get anywhere between 500 to 1000 XP for this for your street cred, even if you were to go through the lowest of the lowest, in the police scanner jobs, which can be completed very quickly, and they only give you 100 street cred, because they literally can take you minutes to complete, going anywhere between 2 to 3 minutes on average for me, and I'm even collecting and looting everything that I come across. You can complete 5 of these within 10 to 15 minutes, and this will give you the 500 XP, which would take me 30, 40 or 50 minutes to go and complete a main mission. So you're starting to see with these how easily it is to rank up. But the missions that I truly recommend, the way to get thousands and thousands of XP through Street Cred, is by going to the side jobs. The side jobs is how I'm ranking up right now. Side jobs are all over the city, and they're longer than the other side activities that you can do within the game, but are shorter still than the main missions. These missions are extremely easy to do and give more street cred compared to side activities and the main missions, but also still provide a narrative component to it. The lowest amount of XP that I've seen myself get is around 800 XP for doing missions within Watson and Westbrook. They can take around 5 to 8 minutes to complete depending what you do. Now that I've started to progress through the story, I've started to get my overall rank up, I'm getting some very nice gear. These missions now within both of these areas are considered at very low risk. So I've been starting to move up quite a bit. But I've been noticing that I can go for moderate risk or even very high risk and still do very well throughout these missions. So if you're very similar and you want more of a challenge, go to the other areas recommended to be higher rank, such as the city center, Haywood, Santo Domingo. Pretty much just working your way down the map. Now, the reason I recommend going into these side jobs to get Street Cred XP is because they're very good and they give you a lot. I did a side job in Santo Domingo where I walked into a diner on the corner. I sat down, ordered a drink. All of a sudden, 3 men barge in, pointing their guns at everyone, demanding money. I was given the option to jump in and start talking, which I did, and the conversation led from there. I was given a few options, thinking that at some point this is just going to turn very bad and I'm going to have to pull my gun out and kill everyone. And there was an option for that. There was also the complete other option, which was to pay 2,900 eddies because that is what they were demanding. But because for my life path I picked Street Kid, I did actually have an option to talk gang with them. And because this was Santo Domingo and this is an area dominated by the 6th Street, and the people that were robbing this diner weren't actually from 6th Street, I had the option to point out that these were not the 6th Street gang members. And because they're robbing this diner, 6th Street will be mad and they will end up being hunted down and even killed. And it was at that point that the 3 men that tried to rob the diner ended up running away. And the reason that I explain all of this is because in the time that I've explained it is pretty much a very similar time that it took me to complete it. At no point did I have to fire my weapon, I didn't kill anyone, I didn't even need to move from the seat that I was sitting at. It did take me literally a couple minutes to complete this mission. For this, I got 3,000 street cred, giving me more than enough XP for me to be able to rank up. And this is what these side jobs are. Sometimes, yes, you do have to go and pull out your gun and you do have to start firing it and you do have to kill a number of people. And sometimes those enemies can be very tough. Other times, you don't have to do hardly anything. You just need to go to a location and just talk. And you can get a ton of XP for it. And the narratives for these are different every single time. That was an example where I didn't have to do anything. All I did was just talk to someone. Just select a few dialogue options and I got rewarded 3,000 XP. If you want something where it does include a bit more action, because let's be honest, just sitting there pressing dialogue options can get very boring, even if it is very rewarding, there is other contract missions that you can get with these side jobs where you need to find stolen gear. Whilst you're trying to solve this issue where you find the stolen gear, there's also optional side tasks that you complete whilst doing this, which I had one where I had to find some stolen gas, and whilst I was trying to find the stolen gas, I actually came across a dead body where I also needed to solve the murder. I then solved the murder and also found the stolen gas without actually even alerting anyone, did it very stealthily, went to a local drop, supplied the gas, and that's when I got contacted by the person that gave me the side job. They gave me money and XP for completing what I was actually tasked for, but they also gave me a little bit extra on top for also solving a murder. All of these different side jobs are very easy to complete and they do only take a couple minutes. So far, I haven't had a single one that goes above 10 minutes. But within this, you get a very short story that you can actually have fun with, and it's a very good story. But it is also the thing that pays out the most street cred within the game that I've seen so far. And this does ramp up. So as said earlier, for doing some within Westbrook and Watson, I was getting around about 800 XP. I'm now pushing on to Santo Domingo, going into Haywood, going into the city center. These are a bit more difficult, so they're actually paying a lot more, going anywhere from like 1,500 all the way up to 3,000. And I'm sure if I was to carry on pushing throughout Night City, going for different street jobs, and also increasing my street cred, I unlock more side missions in different areas to give me even higher rewards. So this is what I recommend. I have now given you all the different ways in which you can get street cred, going through the main missions, which only gives you around 500 XP, going into the different side activities that you can do within Cyberpunk, which can give you anywhere between 100 going all the way up to around about 800 street cred XP, but they are so much quicker. And then you've got that perfect in between, which is the side jobs. These aren't as quick as the side activities, they take you a bit longer, going anywhere between like 3 minutes going all the way up to around 8 minutes, but they can give you a lot more street cred XP, being the lowest that I've seen is around 800, but this slowly ramps up as you progress through the game and go to different areas. So Santo Domingo, Haywood, City Center are given at least 1,500, and in some cases that goes all the way up to around 3,000 street cred XP. And now that you know all of this, it is entirely up to you which you go for. But if you are looking for street cred, which is the reason that you've clicked on this video, go and do the side jobs. They give you a very good amount of XP, and if you are a low rank, you'll probably rank up every single time you do one of these missions. Even where I'm at rank 21 within street cred, every single time I do one of these side missions, I still rank up every single time without fail. So if you're lower than that and you're going into some of these missions, depending on what they are, you could even possibly rank up twice. But anyway, that is exactly how you get street cred within Cyberpunk 2077. If you do want to talk more in depth about Cyberpunk, or even watch me go through some of these side jobs live on stream, because they are very, very fun and I am on the grind to get as much street cred as possible, then there is a link in the description down below which will take you over to the Twitch channel. Head over to there, drop a follow, and you'll be notified the next time I go live. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going. So see ya.